Genome.
Genome? I just had lunch. What kind of food is that?
It is not food, Basil. It is your genetic information. Don't you remember DNA? The bases A, C, G, T.
Basis? A, C, G, T? Gee, I remember something. Is it this fellow Greek, the discoverer?
No, not Greek, Basil. Greek was a guy, and the other one was Watson.
Okay. Forgive me for the bad memory. I'm getting old, you know. So, what's the good news all about? Why would the genome be good news for me?
The genome is good news for everybody, Basil. But you are the lucky one.
Why? Did I win a genome in the lottery or something? I did not buy any lottery tickets lately.
No, Basil, you don't understand. Do you know how much it cost to sequence one human genome in 2003?
In euros or dollars?
Come on, Basil, just take a guess.
How about 1,000 euros?
Be serious, Basil. Do you know how many people work on this? Over 25,000 full-time from 10 countries, led by the United States. For 4 years. It was tough then, Basil. It cost $3 billion.
I knew the Americans are stupid, but not that stupid. To throw away so much money for what did you say? Sequence the human genome? Now that I recall, and you kindly reminded me earlier, there are only 4 bases in the DNA, A, C, G, T. And I suspect what they got for $3 billion was something like A, G, G, T, T, A, C, C, T, C, A, G, G, T, T, C, G, A, T. I could have sung this song for them for $1 million.
Get back to your senses, Basil. This is serious. But we change the subject now. Why do you think I said that you were like Basil?
I have no clue. Maybe because I'm not an American.
No, Basil. It is because you are a great clinical chemist. You discovered bilirubin. You discovered the albumin methods. You fought for standardization. You were the president for AACC, Basil, and you put the Athena Society together.
So did you. Conan for CKMB, electrode methods for calcium, AACC president, brought the clinical chemistry to Eritrea, started the Athena Society too.
I know, Basil. We are like twins. But unfortunately, from 2 different eggs, only one of us could have been the blessed one. And the AACC executive, guess what? Voted for you.
Voted for what? I did not ask them to vote for anything except Obama for president.
Yeah, I know. But I owe you an explanation, Basil. In order for AACC to make history in genomics and molecular diagnostics, they decided to fund a project to sequence the genome of one prominent clinical chemist. And the AACC president, Basil, who is here with us tonight, announced the decision. Basil Dumas. It was unanimous.
Jack, I know the Americans are stupid, but I did not know the AACC executive is stupid. Do they have $3 billion to burn? They always say they have no money and they raise the registration and the membership fees every year. Why don't you tell them to invest money to free registration at the annual meeting and no membership fees for all?
Basil, no. You just don't understand again. Did you hear of NextGen? It is a new technology, Basil. You can sequence the genome with 50,000 bucks now. And they found this guy, Earl Shirago. Do you know him? He likes you very much, apparently because he never met you. As soon as he heard the name Dumas, he said he will donate the money. I guess he will make his money back from charging the Abbotts, Beckons, Siemens, Thermo Fishers, and the Roche just a few more bucks at the AACC exhibition. But this should not be our concern. It is a bargain, Basil. And do you know who you will join in this historical moment? Only the genomes of the famous Greek vendor and the novelist Watson have been sequenced so far, Basil. Can you imagine? Huh? Vender, Watson, Dumas, the three musketeers.
What's the catch, Jack?
There is no catch, Basil. They are going to get you the DNA from your hair. But the expert says that white hair is not good for DNA. So they will come and get a tube of blood from you. There's only one thing you have to do after the sequence is done. Within 1 week, Basil, you will visit the geneticist, a famous woman, Jack, member of the National Academy of Sciences, to tell you what she sees. The AACC president was adamant. The AACC members are very curious to know where in the DNA sequence your great genius is hiding for so long. They will announce all this in a paper in our beloved journal, Clinical Chemistry. Nader Rifai agreed to write the accompanying editorial, and your good friend Dave Bruns will write a perspective entitled "The First Complete DNA Sequence of a Great Clinical Chemist, Basil Dumas." You will pay with history, Basil. You will become immortal. Not to mention, you may get some extra perks from this.
What perks, Jack?
What? Didn't you hear about predictive medicine before?
No, I didn't. The only predictive thing about me, as you know, is that I'm totally unpredictable.
Everybody knows that, Basil. But here, let us say you know your genomic sequence. Then, you go to the doctor, and she could tell you about your health status.
I'm quite healthy, Jack. I feel great. I do not need to go to a doctor.
But this is the whole point of predictive medicine, Basil. You go to the doctor when you are healthy.
And where do you go when you are sick, Jack?
Directly to the cemetery, Basil. Don't you realize that things are changing?
Maria! I have great news. I will become immortal. I will be the first clinical chemist with a complete DNA sequence. And you know for how much? Nothing! The AACC and Chicago are paying. Do you know how much it costs to do the same for James Watson? $1 million! These Americans are crazy! God bless the Greeks!
Who the hell is James Watson, Basil? And who's gonna give a shit about his DNA sequence? Or let alone yours, for that matter?
Patient Basil Dumas.
Hi, Dr. Dumas. I am Dr. Predictovopoulos, of Greek origin like you. I have had the privilege to examine your complete DNA sequence with the help of a program called Morbibound. I would love to discuss the findings with you. But first, let me tell you that we have confirmed that you are a fertile male of Greek origin.
Oh yeah? Didn't I know that? Everybody knows that I am Greek. I have 3 children and many grandchildren.
Well, that was our control, Dr. Dumas. You are a clinical chemist. No assay without a control. Westgard rules, remember? As you could imagine, our assay would have been rejected if we were to find out that you are either a woman or an infertile cretin.
Okay, go on. What else did you find?
Not much, actually. At the beginning, at least. We scanned all of your chromosomes, and they were fine. Except for 4.
4? What 4? What do you mean?
Do you know genomics, Dr. Dumas? I will come to the point immediately.
No, madam. I knew a few things about bilirubin, Gendrasic gruff. I knew a few things about albumin, bromocresol green and the like, but I'm starting to forget them now.
I knew it, Dr. Dumas. You are starting to forget, eh? Do you know what I saw at your ApoE locus on chromosome 19? You are homozygous for the variant ApoE4, which gives you a very high lifetime chance to develop Alzheimer's disease. Genomics is infallible, sir. It's all written in the genes. You are forgetting for a reason. And very soon it will get worse. You may even not be able to remember the name of your wife or Jack. And sorry for rushing this, Dr. Dumas. I have many other customers waiting. My business is booming, despite the recession. Let's get to another region on chromosome 19 now. How old you said you are? 75? And how many times you currently have sex with your wife?
This shouldn't be your business, madam. But, since I am always straight, I will tell you, once in a blue moon. But, the good news is that I did it last night in this wonderful hotel that Katerina found. And without Viagra.
Oh, well, do it as much as you can now, Dr. Dumas, because the PSA gene on chromosome 19 is getting a little rusty. In a few years, it will be silenced completely, and so will your thing.
What the heck, Dr. Predictovopoulos? The thing was getting rusty anyway. As far as my heart is strong, I do not have anything to worry.
Your heart is like a stone, Dr. Dumas. I guarantee that it will still be beating at 100. Ask Fred Apple, and he will tell you the same. Problem is, I am not quite sure what else might be working.
You are scaring me, Doctor. What else did you find?
There was an amazing and very rare base substitution, Dr. Dumas, on chromosome 9. This substitution sends a signal to the kidneys to shut down, but fortunately not until your 80th birthday, never before. So, pee as much as you can now before hemodialysis takes over.
I'm going, Doctor. I guess that's enough. That was the last you saw, right?
If you were to come last month, Dr. Dumas, I would say that's it. But do you know that somebody published in the journal Nature last month something very interesting. They found the divorce gene, Dr. Dumas. It is on chromosome 11, short arm. When the gene is mutated at codon 129, the husband always leaves. When the gene is mutated at codon 356, the wife vanishes with another man.
Ah! What did you see in my gene?
You don't want to know, Dr. Dumas, but you shouldn't worry too much. As a Greek, you know that every bad thing also has a good side too. And you know what? You call Jack a brother for good reason. We just found out that he has the same mutation.
Here I am, Jack, a man who used to be happy and worry-free. Now I lost my sleep thinking when the Alzheimer's will strike and when my kidneys will shut down. And I may be alone with Maria vanishing with another man. This is why Dr. Predictivopoulos avoided mentioning what she saw. But wait a minute, Jack. Why should I believe all this stupid nonsense? Maybe it is total crap. Maybe it is just bullshit. And you know what, Jack? I'm starting to really get annoyed with the way you set it up. You are the lucky one! The AACC executive was unanimous. Basil Dumas. Shit, Jack. Shame on you. You sold me into this crap, now I have suffered. You are a traitor, Jack. A Judas. Why didn't you do it to Mitch or Larry Kritschka or Tom Moyer? You are evil, Jack. That's what you are. Forget about this brotherhood and the like. That's it. Find another brother. And what can I say about this guy, Shirago? Oh, he likes you. And the like, he wants to contribute the money. He wants to help AACC make history. Bullshit. Bullshit. Kiss my ass, Shirago. I do not need your money. And what about this quiet foxy guy, Nader Rifai? We used to have a good journal, Jack. Good science. Methods with 1% precision. 0.1% accuracy. Now he publishes all this genomics and proteomics rubbish, and he tricked me dearly. He wanted to publish the first genomic sequence of a clinical chemist. Kiss my ass, Nader. I don't want your paper. I will make sure the AACC fires you for all this crap you're publishing. And you, Bruns, lie to all of our readers with this stupid perspective. New era in medicine. Predictive medicine. It's all crap. Dave, you know it. And you lied to all those honest people out there. Shame on you, Dave. There is only one thing out of this crap. This moron, Dr. Predictivopoulos, said it right. Your heart is like stone.
Your heart is like a stone, Dr. Dumas. I guarantee that it will still be beating at 100.
Sure is, right, Fred? My troponin could not be detected even with the highest sensitivity troponin assay. And I do not care about my thing being rusty. I asked Ruth, Jack. You are mute too. And who isn't after 70? That's it, guys. I'm telling you for the last time, this genomic stuff is total and absolute crap. It is rubbish. It is a waste of money. It is so stupid, so moronic, and it is never going to predict anything. It is never going to work. Trust me. Oh, I got a pain in my chest. Ah! Fred, let's have that troponin. Maria! Oh.
God! He had a heart attack!
I told you it was all crap.
But fortunately, not until your 80th birthday and never before. So, pee now as much as you can. Sorry.
That's right.
He started laughing.
He started laughing.
Hey, this is a word of tape.
I stand up serious.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so Charlie.
Okay, let's do it from the same.
What?
Okay.
Charlie, I was great, but when you say about this, say, who gives a shit? All right?
All right.